I know I've been lacking recently. I'm sorry. I've been balls deep in EJs and I have been playing catch up over here. But we are jumping back on our F80 M3 in this video to continue to fix the little things that are wrong with the car. I personally am making that kind of my priority with the M3 before we really start to do any modifications or really do anything to the car. Really, it's just fixing the broken stuff and doing the maintenance, because I cannot technically verify that all of the maintenance on that car has been done. So back there on the table, I've got a plethora of F80 M3 stuff that we're gonna be knocking out in this video. On the table, lots of good stuff. This I've already done. I accidentally bought two. That's another cabin filter. Right here is our new exhaust. So the F80 already has an aftermarket exhaust on it. It's got a VRSF single mid pipe with a no-name cap or a no-name axle back with no muffler. So we're gonna be adding two of these small vibrant mufflers. These are 3-inch in and out, so I did have to get some reducers from 3-inch to 2.5-inch, which should be fine. We also have a vibrant resonator to try to kill some of the drone. This goes with our DCT service kit, DCT service kit, DCT service kit, but all of the DCT service kit stuff is gonna be waiting because I am opting to get the aluminum oil pan from the plastic one because I didn't know they were plastic. We also have everything for the rear differential to be able to service that. We've got a new center armrest. This is the M Sport one. It's got some like fun carbon fiber stuff on here and whatnot. The only reason I got this is because the one on my car is broken right now, and this piece will slide back, but the one in there has no resistance, so when you brake, this whole thing slides forward. We also got the MHD tuning stuff, so we got their wireless dongle as well as their super license. Now, I got the super tuning license for the F80, and they have all these different tiers of licenses you get. I got the super one because it gives us the most control over the car. I was with JR the other day, so when JR comes back into town next month, I told myself I wasn't gonna do this, but we are gonna be pro tuning the F80, so I do kind of need to jump on a lot of the service stuff and small repair stuff before we tune this car. It says in the MHD app that the tune that we're gonna be loading on this will put the car at about 575 horsepower. I'm not entirely sure if that's crank or wheel. I would assume crank, but either so, even at like 550 wheel, it's still a good amount of power for this thing. This car's not as heavy as a lot of people think. This car only weighs like 3,450 pounds. It's not that much of a pig. It's still a little bit of a pig, but not that much. So first thing we're gonna do is go ahead and start with replacing that center console. I don't quite know how to do it yet, but we'll figure it out. This piece apparently just pries off, which it does, look at that. And then there's a couple wires back here. My rear vent's broken. I gotta buy a new one of those too. Okay, there we go. That guy is out of the way. It looks like we just pry it up. It doesn't look like we pull it out. There we go, yeah. And then the spring comes loose, and then there's two pins. We push the pins inwards. Yep, you just push on it. There's two pins. I think this whole thing just comes out now. There's our spring. Yeah, oh, the whole thing just freaking comes out now. The new, I think this one's called the M Sport, or something like that. It's the M1. There we go. That and that. Oh, dude, if you just open the lid, it puts the spring back in. Oh, that's way easier. And this should, in theory, just push back in like that. Yeah, see, this vent over here is all broken and whatnot. Sick! So now we have a center armrest piece that actually moves as it's supposed to. It has this nice little carbon fiber piece back here, as where this one was just plastic, but like something broke in there to make it slide way too easy. It's also kind of nice because when you do want it to slide forward, you get a little bit of carbon back there. OEM carbon fiber ain't too bad, but I feel like BMW did go a little carbon fiber heavy in here. Carbon fiber, carbon fiber, carbon fiber, carbon fiber, carbon fiber. It's like a fucking USB cable. Every time I try to plug it in, it's backwards. So important, to activate this license in your MHD app, please read the following steps. Download the MHD, we did that. Log into MHD, either create, we did that. What are these codes? DME inactive, shadow codes, misfire, fuel injection, deactivation. Active codes we just have for the exhaust flaps. I think we can just tune it. So in the MHD flasher, it gives us all of these options to be able to do stuff. Stage upgraded downpipes required. We have that. I can do a GTS style. What? I could turn on anti-lag? What the fuck? Exhaust burble is off, cold start noise reduction. Hell yeah, give me that. So this is their stage 2 plus tune, which seems to be what our car has, which is intakes, charge pipes, down pipes, cap back. I'm gonna do the transmission flash too. The burble tunes will thankfully be gone, dude. I'm so over the burble tunes. We got a hot start roar, and we got cold start noise reduction, but I don't think that's gonna do anything because we have no exhaust valves on this exhaust. So dude, MHD's gotta be making a killing on these licenses, dude. $600 for this license, and they just emailed me a license key. Oh my God, that sounds so much better. It's not all burbly and shit. Oh my God. The burbles are gone, dude. Oh my God, the fucking burbles are gone. Step 1 of proper BMW ownership. Remove the burble tunes, man. Burble tunes no more. Let's go drive this thing. I'm curious to see how much different this thing drives. It's really nice having this not slide forward on me all the time. What, dude? The transmission definitely feels different. There's no like unnatural, like it burbles a little bit, but I think that's just gonna happen, which is fine, but it's not the pop, 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 pop. You know what I mean? This is so much nicer, dude. Oh my God. It's just like when you get a car and it's got like little broken stuff, it's not like, oh my God, anything below like 15 though, this DCT has no idea what it's doing. But it's like anything with like cars, when you first get a car and it's got a whole bunch of broken shit, you start fixing a lot of the broken stuff and you just enjoy the car. It's such a wonderful feeling after this Jeep. Sport modes. Oh, sport plus on everything. Put me in manual for this. I want to try manual without the burbles, because I have rarely driven this car with using the paddles, because the paddles, whenever I used it was like the most aggressive burble tune on here, dude. It's terrible. And the paddles respond nicely too. That's the thing. Like this is, it's a nice transmission. I like it. Oh, yes! Yes! No more! Jesus. Oh, dude. It's so hard. It just goes, man. 10 out of 10, man. Even just on this flash tune from MHD, definitely suggest it. If you guys are looking for something for just like a quick little flash tune for your BMW, everyone told me MHD. I'm all for it. MHD. We are, like I mentioned earlier, we are going to be getting a Pro Tune on this thing next month, so we should be solid. Like I said, it already has the crank hub done on it, so we should be able to just kind of see what the car does at this point. It is nuts though that it makes just like such easy, it's mind-boggling to me that it makes such easy power with such little bolt-ons. We're back in the shop. We got the M3 up on the lift, and we are going to go ahead and tackle this exhaust on here. Now, the BMW doesn't necessarily have, in my opinion, a bad exhaust. A lot of people were asking what's on it. I know it's got catless VRSF downpipes, an unresonated VRSF single mid pipe going back. People ask, say equal length, non-equal length. I don't know that if you have one mid pipe, how can it be equal or unequal? That part confuses me. So I don't know if it's equal or unequal. Then it comes back to these two axle back portions. Now at some point, somebody had taken this poor car to an exhaust shop and they just chopped in, I'm assuming this car had mufflers or valves in it at some point, something, and they chopped off whatever's back here. So we are going to weld in some of these vibrant mufflers. They're small, so they're not gonna quiet down the car an absolute ton, but it should help a little bit with noise reduction. Honestly, just tuning the car helped a good bit with noise reduction. Cause it was so loud. I was gonna put in this vibrant resonator, but the overall length of that is too long and the VRSF mid pipe is an oval, so that's not gonna happen. So I guess we're just gonna do mufflers. I would ideally like to just get rid of this whole part here. Same with whatever they did here. I also wanna fix the tips because the tip is crooked. I know it's kinda hard to see with the light in the background, but this tip is actually crooked. This one's a little straight, but it's still kinda crooked. So it looks like I have to take off the exhaust from up here and then pull it off and then have to put it, I wish I had a 2.5-inch V-band I could just put on right here and then we could just V-band this portion of it, but I don't have any, unfortunately. I guess let's just start on one of these sides. We have a slip joint here, then we'll take off one side at a time and we're gonna have to go back and forth, test fitting, not test fitting. I would like to fix this exhaust hanger too. I've got some stainless one. They didn't even fully weld it either. I don't even know what's going on up here. I guess the exhaust hanger just kind of unbolts from up there. That's probably the easiest way to do it. And then just kind of pop it out there. There we go. Ha-ha! I've got one side done. This is taking me way longer than I thought. However, my welds on this are not the best because half of the tubing used on this is stainless. The tip is stainless, but an exhaust shop used mild, but the bends don't line up. It's just nothing seems to line up. And it's very difficult for me to weld trying to go from mild to stainless because it doesn't want to weld nicely and I can only cut back so far on this. We will eventually get a proper exhaust, but for the time being, I think that the side that I did looks better. We do have one muffler in there. So if you guys look at the exhaust, you can kind of see roughly what we're looking at here. This is the side that we just did. The exhaust is tucked up in there a lot nicer. I wish I could have gotten that more square, but I will live. This is what it looks like now on the side that we haven't touched yet. So it's a little bit droopy and everything like that. So that side's gonna come off next and we're gonna play, let's try to put a muffler in here because Tanner doesn't like to weld this crap, but that's all right. I just don't feel like spending $4,000 on an exhaust. Like, to be completely honest, and this will work just fine. So it doesn't look the prettiest, but you know, it gets the job done. At some point I would like to get an actual muffler for this car, but we at least have that one welded in. I have to reduce that down from 3" to 2.5 and then go out to it. Like, that's mild steel right there between the muffler and the tip. That's mild steel. That's stainless steel. That's stainless steel. This is all stainless, but different wall thicknesses of stainless, so it's just annoying to weld. I mulled it over for the past 20 minutes. I'm just gonna drive this thing with one muffler on it right now, because I do not care to do this to the other side. I am not happy with the end result of this. I know I can weld stainless exceptionally well. I have done it numerous times in the past, but with this being stainless, this being mild, those aren't even the right exhaust hangers. I'm not happy with it, and I know myself, and it's just gonna eat me alive. Like, the stainless to stainless welds are totally great on here. Like, I've got absolutely no complaints with my stainless to stainless, but my stainless to muffler and my stainless to mild, I hate. Not Nope. I can call my own shit out when it stinks, and that stinks. That smells like poop. That smells like actual poop. So if anyone has any quality axle back recommendations, please let me know that are somewhat affordable, ideally like under $1,500, because I don't want to spend a shit ton. The wiring for the valves is still back here, but I do not have the physical valve. So if I have to buy them on eBay, so be it, but let me know your guys' recommendations. So while we have the F80 on the lift, we are gonna go ahead and service the differential here. It's pretty straightforward to do the diff service on this. Right here, we've got our fill plug. Down here, we've got our drain plug. We pop out the fill plug, then we pop out the drain plug. We let all the fluid come out. Once all the fluid's out, we're gonna take our diff service kit, which this is Castrol Limited Slip 75-140. I think I don't remember if I ordered this from ECS Tuning or FCP Euro. I bought it as a little kit that they have. So let's go ahead and service our diff real quick, because who knows the last time this was actually done in this car. Probably hasn't been for a hot while. That way we can make sure the foot plug actually comes out. Loosen up the drain, fill out first, so that way it'll drain a lot easier. Like I said, oh, look at that, it's coming out. Like I said, I don't know the last time this was actually done or not, so it doesn't hurt to do it. That fluid actually doesn't look too bad. There's metal on the drain plug, but that's pretty normal for diffs, so sick. We're gonna let that drain. Not a crazy amount of metal, but there is definitely some on there, so it doesn't hurt to just do the diff service. Do it. I'm actually way more annoyed about this exhaust than you guys know. I used to have a syringe for this purpose, but I don't know whatever happened to it. I think we're almost done with maintenance. We've done rear diff, engine oil, spark plugs. We still have the DCT to do, which I'm waiting on that metallic oil pan to come in for that, but not bad, dude. Is there any other maintenance that anybody else can think of that I haven't done that I probably should? Let me know. I think serpentine belt or drive belts and DCT service are it. Brakes are fine. Exhaust, it's not really service. I mean, it should be service at this point because this shit is fucking ass. Can I even hear a difference here? That muffler's not doing shit anyways, man. We would have wasted our time with doing the other side. Yeah, let me know exhaust options that you guys like. Let's go drive this around the parking lot real quick, just to make sure our rear diff doesn't have any fun noises, sounds, or anything like that. Oh, okay. Get that fluid churning around in that diff. What's up, Subarus? The Clutch Master comes in for the 06 STI on Saturday, so we can get that thing fixed and actually start tuning now, because that thing has been broken for an ungodly amount of time. Everything feels stout. Everything feels good. Horsepower, foot-pounds. Is this accurate? I highly doubt it's accurate. Word it, but I am actually scared. That was not full throttle. I'm actually scared to go full throttle on this thing. This car scares me. In a fun way, it scares me. I think that was saying like 600 foot-pounds of torque, which I don't know if I believe that. So I've driven the car around for about a day or so with this tune from, oh, hello. With this tune from MHD. I actually like it a lot more than I thought I would. We did the the GTS transmission tune as well. And between both of those, it honestly makes the car feel entirely different. Jesus fucking Christ! I've always wondered, I'll watch videos of people crash BMWs, and I've always wondered, how do you do it? If you don't know how to drive like a fast car, you're crashing. Like, hands down, dude. Maybe it's just mine, but like when it slips the tire and it grabs again, if you don't know what you're doing, it will. I could easily see it throwing you into a wall or somewhere that you don't want to be. Are you actually turning? Because I don't trust you. Yeah, you are. I'm kind of curious on the anti-lag, but I feel like anti-lag on a stock motor is not a great idea. So I forgot my camera at the shop with my SD card on it that had the outro, so I do apologize, you guys, but that is all we've got on this one with the F80. So we are waiting on some parts to come in. I'm gonna look through some axle backs for that car, because like I said, the one that we did, I'm just not happy with, and I'd rather have a proper setup on there. So with that, like I said, that's all I got for you guys on this one. If you were liking the F80 stuff, if you guys want more BMW videos, go ahead and let me know down below. We are going to be transitioning back into a lot of Subaru stuff coming up. I've got 4 client cars at the shop. We have the 06 STI that we're going to start tuning this weekend also. So, Momo, you look fun wide angle. So we're going to start tuning the 06 STI this weekend as well. But with that, like I said, that's all I got. If you guys like the video, you know what to do. Go ahead and hit that like button, turn it black, blue, green, yellow, purple, silver, cyan, whatever color it might turn for you. And if you're not already subscribed to the channel and you want to be able to put in one of these corners, no idea which one quite yet. But with that, I will catch you guys in the next one. So peace out, homies. Woo!